I want to thank everybody for joining me again today. And today, I think we're going to be able to finish up duality. I think this will be the final video on explaining what duality is. I think this will wrap it up. I think this will get the full point across. And we're going to jump right on into it because I want to make sure I have enough time to finish this in one video. So we left off last time saying that this life is nothing but a dream. And I know that's a pretty big statement to make and not explain how that is and why that is. So that's what we're about to do, and that will fully explain what duality is and how. And we'll go into how to take charge of it and create what we want out of this dream, our part of this dream. And the best way I came up with to explain this is like a computer program. And if you look at how a computer program is made, it's actually modeled after how life is made, how this life is put together. And I'll explain how. First of all, I have to explain, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, know how programs are made, but a lot of people may not know. It's not just general information. So I'll explain that, and then we'll go on from there. A computer program is made in its most basic form out of only two elements: an on function and an off function. That is how every command is sent out and received on a computer, period. That is the basic building blocks of everything to do with a computer: an on function and an off function. And the way that works is, say you wanted a program where you could clap your hand and your refrigerator would have a beer delivered to you, or soda or water or whatever you want delivered to you. And all you had to do was clap your hands. Okay, it was one clap for a soda, two claps for a beer, three claps for water, I will say. And that basic on-off function, the way that would work, the way you would get that to happen is you would say, okay, one clap, that equals a 1, off function. Two claps equals a 0, the on function. Okay, three claps, that would equal a 1, one off function, a 0, and another 0, two on functions. That would constitute for the water. Okay, those are the basic building blocks of a program. I'm not going to go into how those translate into writing the code for programs that you could go and write in Java or whatever. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just telling you the basic blocks for building a program. Those exact same basic blocks are the same blocks that build the life you see before you. The 1 and the 0. A on function, a off function. A good, a bad, a up, a down. It's just different programs. That's duality. The 1 and the 0. Both are in everything. but both are the complete opposite. One is on, one is off. The zero is the feminine energy, the one masculine energy. That is how everything is built. That is why we perceive this world for what it is. We are in a dream state, but it's not like we don't know we're supposed to know we're in this state. When we first came to this world that we created, we were aware of it. And we used that to, enjoy this for what it could be, or for what we wanted it to be. And when we started depending on the brain, then we digressed down to the brain, to the five senses, to what we created this world to be. And, you look back at the ancient writings about the Neteru. The Neteru is no more than the first people that was here. And we continue to be them. That is us. We are the Neteru. We build this world. And this is the bottom. Your consciousness, your energy goes way beyond this physical plane that you perceive as life. It goes way beyond it. Once you graduate to controlling your mind and obtaining enlightenment to a certain point in this physical world, you move on to the next, which is a lot different from this one. This is the bottom. This is the bottom of the barrel. And this is where we come to forget, to learn, so we can progress, because in our original state, there is no progression, because we are perfection. This is no more than really just a game we play. And the thing about it, in order to enjoy this game, you have to know that you're in control. You can't think of anything outside of yourself for anything, because you create what's out there. You can't go to what you created to have something brought back to you. You have to create it and put it out there to be seen. And that brings me to another point, and this is probably the most important thing I'll ever say. This is, if you ever listen to anything I say, listen to this, because this is the reason why people think they're doing everything right to have the things they want in their life come to them the way they want, and they constantly don't. And that is why, and the reason for that is, when you allow someone else to have an emotional effect on you, or to have like a mental effect, a mindful effect on you, where you constantly thinking of them all the time, or thinking about what they said, or letting someone say bother you in any way, or the bottom line is, if you let anyone affect you emotionally in any way, they have input on your program, on what you see in your life. So if you are the type of person that is really emotional and pays attention to everything everybody say and try to live for other people, then those people are the ones that decide what happens to you. You no longer have much control. Now, you do have the ability to stop it, but as long as you allow others to dictate how you feel on the inside, they are the ones that control what goes on into your life. So that's kind of off the point, but on the point also. I just feel like that was something important to say. You can't let other people affect you on the inside. And we're going to go into a lot of different things to change that. You know, and that should be our focus, to be perfect, to not allow anything to affect us. Only thing that should affect us is the ideas we come up with, the growth we experience, the happiness. That's what you want to surround yourself with. People that make you happy. Don't be around people who bring out the worst in you, because that's going to continue to happen and it's going to get worse. You're either going in one direction or the other. You're either going to be headed on the on or the off, one or the other. There's no in between. There's no in between, but there is rising above both, not having anything to do with both. And that's where we want to be. We don't want to be on the positive or the negative, the good or the bad. Both are the same. Don't even bother with it. Rise above it all. That's what we have to do. And, you have to think about the basics all the time. Think about what this really is. The ones and the zeros. That's how this world was built, with the 1 and the 0. That's why we have the Ankh. The 0 sitting on top of the 1. The 1 and the 0, that's life. So that is duality. The Ankh represents that perfectly, because it is the 1 and the 0, the basic building blocks for everything you perceive as life. And from this point, we're going to go into techniques and meditation on how to not let people affect you in a way that you don't want to be affected in. And I think that'll be it for this video. I hope I haven't ran over. And if you like it, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, share me on Facebook, or comment to me on Facebook, ask me some questions, and see you next time. Life, love, prosperity, health to you all.